Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel Benidorm by Anna. It's me Anna with you here, and today it's nice weather back again. The sun is shining and we are here in Benidorm's Old Town because I have some more apartments to show you. Let's have a short walk by the most popular area here in Benidorm, and we'll see some of the buildings where we have official apartments or apart hotels where you can stay, just in case if you're looking for something specific, not just hotels but something slightly less expensive. We are heading towards the top, towards the church, and from there I'll show you a lot of interesting places to go. We'll be visiting two of them today. Both of them are apartments. They have slightly different price range. One is slightly more expensive and the other one is slightly less. So I hope you'll enjoy today's video. Let's go. The streets right now, these small streets here, they are empty, but the rest of the town is just full of people, which is great. Here you don't really have any kind of bars or restaurants open, so this is why it's kind of empty. This is the first one that I wanted to show you. By the way, we'll go from the other side, but this is the official entrance of Touristic Apartments. These are Apartments Queens of the group MC. Have their website right here. This is the official entrance, and some of the rooms they give here towards the interior of the apartments, like towards basically this small street. These rooms for these type of apartments, they don't have any kind of views, but there are other options that go directly towards the old square and with amazing views towards the Mediterranean Sea. We are heading that way just to show you which kind of views you can obtain from here. And as you can see, you would be extremely close to the old town, to the ex-castle area and towards the church. Let's head here just to see how it looks like. Here you have, by the way, traditional tapas, bars and restaurants, which are full right now. And this is the square. Usually here a lot of locals do come. There are some English, like British bars in here, like Welcome to Sherry's, for example. There's the other one that was right there, but I think it's closed just yet. You have the amazing views and some local market here as well. But the views are just spectacular. So the apartments that I was talking to you about are these ones right here. This is this building right here. And basically what I've checked online, they have their own website, which is a good thing. This group in general has like 5 or 6 more buildings here in Benidorm in terms of apartments, and there's even a hotel which is called the same way, Hotel Queens. So be very careful when you check which one you would like to visit, because it's going to be either these apartments or the hotel itself. The good thing about these, well, these ones on this side, they have slightly small terrace, but still you can get out and enjoy the views. These apartments, they are rented from 16 years only, so children cannot come. And they cost approximately 55 euros per night right now at the end of October, beginning of November. And as I've told you, the views that you will be having from these apartments are just these ones right here. Basically, these, they have either a sea view, which is this spectacular sea view, or a street view, which is the one that we've seen already. And they are not very big. They are only of 60 square meters, more or less. But of course, you are at the heart of the old town and they are just spectacular. The views here are just amazing. I've checked the opinions about this place, and they say that the reception is just amazing. They're so friendly, so helpful, a lot of positive words for them. But what they also did say was that if you want to sleep for slightly more time, like on during holidays, if you don't wake up at 7:30 in the morning, there is something that's not really suitable for you, because the church is literally right here. I'm going to turn so that you can see. This is the church. and these are the apartments. Okay, so bear that in mind because the church will ring the bells from early in the morning. A lot of people are going here on the terraces right in front, which are these ones. People who permanently live here, and they talk from the terrace with their neighbors. So it might not be the best place if what you're looking for is a quiet place to relax. But in terms of having everything nearby, best restaurants, tapas street, amazing views to the sea, and it's also very economic, I must say. 55 euros a night, it's a good price for the whole apartment. These ones, they are up to 3 people more or less, but very comfortable. They have everything that you need inside, a kitchen, living area, beds. Everything is fully equipped for you to be able to cook inside, just in case you want to do that and not go to the restaurants, even though you can. But you bear in mind that this place, even though it's beautiful, it's absolutely beautiful, this local small square with the views towards the sea, but it's very noisy. It's very noisy from early time in the day up until late at night, when a lot of people go back or just want to enjoy the views and the walk through this area. So you need to be careful with that, knowing what you might expect and a lot of noise that you might. Let me show you slightly more the views that you have in here. As you can see, the most popular viewpoint here is right there, a few steps away from the apartments. And then what you do have here, the closest beach is the beach of Malpas. I've showed you some while ago beach areas here in Benidorm. I'll put your link right here on the screen so that you could see it. But this beach is the one that comes the closest, but the Poniente beach is right here, a few minutes walk. The port of Benidorm is also right here to get some excursions. Everything is just a few steps away from your apartments. But once again, they will be slightly noisy. So if what you're looking like is something calm and quiet, this might not be the ideal place for you guys. Although it's worth checking just in case if the noise is not a problem. The other apartments that we have also here, they're called apartments Lamar, which are also here nearby. We're going there right now down the streets, and they have slightly more options in there. So from here we're heading towards the other apartments, and these ones, they are the apartments Lamar that I've promised you we would see in today. There are a lot of people here. It's just so nice to see. It's so busy. So the other apartments, basically, they're a lot more modern style. I'm going to be putting you here some pictures just so that you would see how it looks like and what you could expect inside of these apartments, because we will not be visiting them today, but I will show you everything that I can. So this is the end of the walk right here in the Old Town, and if we go slightly here towards the right, we will be finding shortly the apartments. What they do have basically is, I love that they're of a modern style. You know, it's something that I check and I consider because a lot of the things are new, which means that they will be slightly more comfortable. And this is the entrance of the apartment right here, which are these ones. What we have is, if you go inside, you will have this small terrace right here, and this is the main entrance. So we'll be heading towards the sea, towards the port of Benidorm, and from there I will show you the general view of what you might expect in these apartments. What they are basically is 2 different types. You have one is studio, which is basically one entire place, like a loft, everything open. And these ones are up until 3 people. And then you have another ones that are apartments as they are. And these ones are up until maximum 4 people. Let's head there and I will show you what you can expect. By the way, the price in these apartments is also different. If a studio, for example, costs you approximately okay, this is very important, from 80 euros a day. The apartments itself, they cost you approximately from 110. I've went from there already, but I was in shock because there was someone filming as well inside. There was someone filming there. I did not expect that. They put some music on. This is why I had to silence the video. This street where they are located, it goes up until the Old Town and the Dove Park right here. So you have everything nearby, all the bars, restaurants, famous places to visit here inside. And by the way, everything is decorated already for Christmas and New Year. This is very strange. Right now it's still very, very warm here. The temperatures are of like 23 degrees right now, 22, and you already have Christmas decorations. At least we don't have a Christmas tree, which makes it slightly easier to live with. If we would even have a Christmas tree, then that would be very, very strange. So here you have the Dove Park. A lot of very, very nice restaurants and like bars, cafeterias, just to have a nice drink or a nice meal while you are here. The Poniente Beach is just right here on the corner, just basically starts right here. Very, very easy access, by the way. Nice, calm beach, more for families, like someone who would like to have a nice and calm holiday. And then here, like all the way through up until the port and up until the Malpas beach, the Old Town, which is right there at the end, you have a lot of different bars and restaurants which are typical Spanish, and these ones are specialized in traditional Spanish paellas and a lot of different like Spanish dishes like fideuá, grilled fish or grilled octopus, and all different kind of things that people usually eat here on specific occasions. So we are slowly heading towards the apartments, and you will be able to see them even from here. I'll show them to you in a second. But basically the views that you would have from these buildings would be these ones. You would be able to see all the port area, all the Poniente Beach with the skyscrapers that we have right here. I know they're not as tall as some others might be, like in New York, in US, anywhere around the world, but for us these are the tallest buildings that we do have here in Benidorm, so this is why we call them skyscrapers, because for us they definitely are. So these are the apartments right here. These white ones that you see right there, there are these ones, and then there are the others that we've checked. Very, very nice. From this side, the apartments, what they do have is the complete sea view. Let's talk about that. These ones are Lamar. These are not the other ones on the square. These are Lamar apartments. And the studios, basically what they have is a very, very small terrace. Okay, the studios are not as comfy, I would say. The terrace is very small, but it's for maximum 3 people. It has one single bed, which is basically a sofa. And then the other ones are just double beds. And in apartments, what you do have is 2 double beds inside. So it will be very, very comfortable. As I've said already, these ones are from 80 euros, just a normal studio, and from 110 there are the apartments. They also have everything that you might need inside, but I guess when you come for holidays you're not really keen on cooking, although depends from each person in general. What I love about the apartments that they are on the higher floor, and there are only a few of them. It's a very small place, as you can see. There are only a few of them, and what they do have is just spectacular terrace with panoramic views, which are on the highest floors. And what you will be able to see is what I will show you in a few seconds from here. We will go slightly higher up, right there on the viewpoint walk, and I'll show you what you can see from these apartments, more or less. The beach is right here around the corner, the Old Town with spectacular views as well. And the port with all the available excursions is also here around the corner. This is, by the way, the main building of the port. What they have is the restaurant right there on top. You can see it already. It's very, very expensive, and I would not even say that it's the best place to eat like fresh fish and things like this. just because, well, it's expensive because it's inside of the port area. Trust me, if you would go to any other restaurants on the first line, it will be slightly less expensive. But here you pay for the panoramic sea views, basically. So the apartments, they are right there. The apartment is right there on the terrace on the top, right there. So basically what you have is the view to this side. You see all the entire port, all the bay, different viewpoints, skyscraper, the entire area of the Poniente beach, and all this as well. Personally, in my opinion, we have a lot more of the apart hotels here in the area, or just simply apartments. And it's something that's very nice, it's very comfortable, but you need to be very careful with what you go, where you go and what you choose, where you book, because those that I show you, these are the ones that have official website. These are the ones that are in a lot of different websites like Booking, Expedia, and like different travel websites and TripAdvisor. You can read about them. There are a lot of different opinions, positive, negative ones, doesn't matter, but at least you know that these are secure places to visit, that you won't come here to Spain after your long day of trip at the airport, coming here with a transfer or with a car. You'll be exhausted, and then you come and it's a place that does not even exist, or there's a trouble of getting keys from there, and you are exhausted, it's nighttime, you don't know what to do. So we don't need that stress, right? So this is why I'm only showing you the places that I know that they are real 100%, that have their websites, that have their business, have a lot of service that they normally give, and it's 100% legal business, let's call it like that. Because all the other apartments there are, for example, all this first line right here of the beginning of Poniente Beach, the majority of these apartments, they're rented for holidays, but it's something that the owner has to be there, and if something happens, no one will give you any money, and you won't have an option on how to reach out basically to them, because, well, it's almost impossible. A lot of problems have been here like this lately, well, in general, since these type of apartments started to be rented. So you need to be careful with all this. You need to rent only the places that you know are legal, that have their websites, that are in a lot of different places, and that like have different booking options, that have the email address, like everything. Those who are real legal companies, not just something that you see somewhere that has only a phone number there, especially if it's only a mobile phone number, and that's basically it. Because there are people who will be willing to get your money and not give you any kind of service, so you need to be careful and check it twice. While we are doing today's video, there are different boats that are going out right now. These ones will be going, this is Submarine Vision, the very nice boat that goes from here up until like the island of Benidorm, which is right there. And what they do is, on the downside of it, they have like a glass floor where you can sit down and have a view at the rocks, at the submarine life, like some fish and etc. So there's still a lot of people here outside, as you can see, even though, well, today's Sunday, by the way, when I'm filming this, even though it's the end of October already, almost November, but there's still a lot of people here in the area. The jet ski, like these ones, the motor jet thingies, motorcycles, how you want to call them, these ones are still available. They're right there waiting for the people to visit them. The rented boats, everything is still available for you guys if you decide to come right now to Benidorm. And the other one, by the way, the other boat that you have right there is the Bay of Benidorm. What it does is that it goes right from the end of Benidorm up until the Levante beach and stops in a few points just to enjoy the lovely views from the town, from the sea area. These were the two apartment options for today. You were able to see them on the pictures, and they are right, those ones that we have right there at the back of the screen. I hope you enjoyed watching today's video. I wish you a lovely day of today and see you in the next video with some fresh news from the area. Bye everyone.